You taking a piss?
Now
Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to another fun-filled week of the Grumpy Vlogger Live. So, anyways, I don't think that went out live. What you asked, Dominic, just that gurgling
thankfully.
sound. Yeah, yeah. Fortunately, the video cut in and it muted us before. Anyways, so yeah. I was well. Let me start out by saying hello to everybody in the chat. Let's get that out of the way. Well,
Yeah.
put my glasses on so I can read the damn thing. So, okay, there we go. I'm going to start at the top and move my way down. We got Captain Joe America,
Yep.
Drum Josh Jody. We got RJ Ariels. We've got
That'd be Ron.
Ron. Yeah. Thought that's what it was, but let's see. We got Artco. We got Lee B. Singh, Yellow Rose Drones. We got Philip Koshat from the Shat Show. We got Bryan, Waypoint, New England. Let's see who else we got here. Jody. Let's see. Okay.
It's Scott.
Brenda. Hello, Brenda. How are you today?
Yeah,
Brenda.
Scott, Jack
I hope
Rabbit,
I hope you know,
Jody.
Brenda, I'm taking out time just for you. Anyways, we got East Coast Thrills.
That's Dusty.
Dusty. Is that
Yeah.
Dusty or Dustin? That's Dusty. Yeah. Okay.
Dusty.
Dusty, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and let's see. Oh, we got Grant, Mr. Stay Drunk. We got Scott, Jackrabbit, FPV, Johnny, Drone Flyer.
Only drone fly.
There's nothing else on tonight. Steve
No,
Knowles.
there's nothing.
Must not be anything good on TV tonight. So,
Yeah.
we got Connecticut Pirate. That would be John.
Yep.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, my mind incomplete. We got Mark R. White. That would be Mark.
Yeah, that would be, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes,
let's
he
see.
are.
Huh?
Yes, he are.
Yes, he are. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yes, he are. Mark R. White. Yeah, he's pretty pale, isn't he? Anyways, that's another story. Let's see. Oh, look, here we go. Hey,
Hello.
Charles. Welcome. You just missed the
Yes.
very beginning and nothing else. We were just saying hi to the chat. Anyways, welcome everybody to the chat. You know, today I was there's this guy, he's an engineer of some sort, and big YouTube channel. I think it's How Things Work or stuff like that. And he goes around, he makes stuff, he goes to different places, he goes to NASA and learns how they, he's like I think he's actually a rocket engineer. And he's always in coming up with things and learning how to do things. He decided here a while back that he wanted to make a barbecue grill scrubber, that's made all here in America.
Oh.
And another guy had been working on something like that, and they came up with the idea. First off, he wanted it all to be made in the United States. So he came up with several concepts. He found a guy that could do injection molding, and so he 3D printed some ideas to help set up for the molds. And I said, no, that's not going to work. So then they found out that just because you can do injection molding doesn't mean you know how to make the molds. So then they had to go find millworks that could actually mill out the things.
Yep.
It took him 4 years.
Wow.
And he is selling it now, and mind you, it's rather expensive, but it's $75 for this thing.
Wow.
But the type that they usually sell at Lowe's or Walmart, anywhere else, that have the little steel bristles in them,
Mm-hmm.
they have on their label replace every year.
Oh.
They also have a warning on there. Some of the bristles may fall off or may come loose and end up on your grill or in your food.
Oh.
And I got to admit, I don't think I'll ever be using one of those again.
Uh-huh.
They showed a guy that ended up having to, and he showed the actual video from a friend of his that's a surgeon. Well, not a video, but a picture of where it was at. It was embedded in the guy's bowels.
Oh.
Steel wire was. And as a matter of fact, his friend had one that was stuck right here, got stuck in his throat. And fortunately, his wife was able to reach down in there with the forceps and pull it out.
Oh,
So what they use is they actually use chainmail, and it's a high graded chainmail. And they were working, of course, once they got the idea and got all the stuff working and the silicone, then they wanted it so it could screw off the handle and you could use it by hand in some of the other smaller places.
oh,
So he went to get the handles. Nobody makes them. Nobody makes those screw-on knobs here in the United States.
wow.
So he finally found a place that was in India. So they ordered a bunch of them, like 2,000 or 3,000 of them for the first 2,000 or 3,000. Then when they got the boxes in and they looked at the box, they were just opening up the box and happened to look down. They were made in China, shipped through India.
Oh,
So unfortunately, yes, they even had a little American flag on them too. It's like, but so unfortunately, not everything was made in America, but most of it was, and working on getting it sourced out. The problem is you got the guys that can run the guys that can mill the injectors. They can make the molds for injection molding, but they don't know how to do the injection. And it's just different stages that he had to go through. It took him 4 years, but this thing's $75, but it's and I'm not pushing it one way or the other because I'd have to look the guy's name up, but it was just an amazing thing. And he said they got factories right there in their own town that are just sitting there that used to do this stuff, just 10 years ago. And now they don't do it anymore. And it's like, we don't make things in the United States because during NAFTA and then CAFTA, it became cheaper to go overseas. And he's actually the guy that he partnered with that came up with the initial design of using the chainmail. He's actually been overseas and went to China and walked through the factories. He says their factories for a lot of that stuff is just pristine. They're highly skilled people, and the problem we have here, we don't have skill level. People say they go to China.
Your audio just went out, Lloyd.
All right, let me see if
While Lloyd's fixing that, I get
still not working.
Now it is. Yeah.
Yep.
Is it?
in and out, in and out.
Test 1, 2, 3, 4.
There you go.
Yeah, that's all right.
There
I
you
don't
go.
know what the hell's going on with it. Let me turn the gain up a little more. Anyways,
Yeah.
No, don't do that. You're freaking loud.
Yeah.
You are pretty loud.
am
Yeah.
I? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's the gain. So something happened. You went from this, which is pretty loud, to like you had your hand over the mic. I mean, it was just an instant drop. So I don't think it has anything to do with your gain.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, I don't know what the deal is right now. It's been acting weird. I think I probably need to replace this cable. It's getting kind of wore out. I got a new one sitting right over there. I just haven't changed it. But anyways, this guy went through and did all of this about making all this. And he was the one guy who was one of the designers of, there's like 3 guys work together. He said he went over to China. And he says the difference is they've got the skill level. They've got people that are skilled. A lot of these manufacturing companies are not done by the Chinese prisoners. They're done by skilled people in certain areas of the country.
Well, it's because if there's a call for it, they'll build the factory and people will get trained. And the same thing would happen here if there was a call for it. But they can't do it for the same dollar right now. That's why we need tariffs. But anyway, hey, you know what? We're making comebacks in certain areas.
Yeah, and that's his point.
Domestic terrorism is on an all-time high right now.
Yeah.
Oh, domestic terrorism. Yeah, domestic terrorism is. Yeah, those are real skills. Yeah.
Well, we know how to throw rocks at cars on overpasses. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's funny is the ones I keep seeing pictures of. don't really look Hispanic. They look more like the same guys we saw at Antifa up in Washington and Oregon.
Yeah, they're professionals. They're
Yeah.
paid. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not just them. It's just a lot of dumbasses.
Yeah.
it is. That's true.
Mhm.
That's true.
No.
But I mean, it's just,
rage against the machine. I got an idea that'll solve the whole thing.
what's that?
Well, I mean, they want to fly the Mexican flag, which makes no sense. You don't want to let these people don't want to go back to their home country, and yet
They want
they're
to fly
waving they're waving that country's flag. What kind of sense does that even make? First of all, which shows you that it's all horseshit. But aside from that, I got an idea. Southern California. I mean, you want to be part of Mexico? Okay, we'll split California right in half from San Francisco on down. And Northern California is fairly moderate or to conservative.
Yeah.
So, okay, so we'll keep that, and we'll just give it back to Mexico. Let them burn it to the ground first.
Right, of course. Well,
And
that
then-
will
and
fit
then-
in with the rest of Mexico.
Yeah, give the mess to Mexico.
Yeah.
See how long it takes them to build it back up. And of course, we take out what we need. There's a lot of infrastructure that the country spent a lot of money on. So maybe disassemble Dodger Stadium, and a few other things, and then, put it in Nevada or something, or Northern California, whatever, and just give it back to Mexico.
Yeah.
There you go. Problem solved. Put a big old fence around it. Then you can have that movie, Escape from Los
Escape
Angeles.
from LA. Yeah, Escape from LA. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're nuts.
I know.
It's nuts.
It's a sad
Sick to my stomach
story.
seeing all that shit. Oh God.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or all the ones that they save us a lot of money. All the ones they're gathering up all over the country, fence in Southern California, just dump them all there. There you go. They're all yours.
They're all yours. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That would probably be one of the best solutions, I think.
Oh God. And they're just going to start. They are truly still doing the criminals. In California. This big giant protest was over 50 guys that they were trying to collect up, all with a ridiculous rap sheet. And oh no, they need to stay here, so we don't look so bad. Maybe that's what it is. What do you mean? I just was shoplifting. Look at that guy. I mean, why did they want him to? Oh God.
I know. It's frustrating. I've been watching this weekend. I'm just shaking my head, thinking, what in the hell are we going to do? Now they're calling in the Marines, so see how long the Marines will put up with that stuff.
Yeah.
Which that kind of looks bad on the Army, though, because the Army, it just shows they're not doing their fair share. I mean,
Well, it's reserves. They're reservists. It's not regular Army that's in there.
Yeah.
no, it's National Guards. But I guess they're bringing up some from
National Guard. whatever.
29 Palms, a Marine base there. So
Mm-hmm.
Talking about bringing the 500 Marines. I don't know that they're going to need them. It's already starting to slow down a little.
yeah,
But, and then this big pitch. Bringing them in is what the problem is, because it put gas on the fire and made it worse. No, it didn't.
yeah,
We agree, Bill.
we agree. Bill.
I shot him down.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What
I
the
like
heck?
how he looks.
Well,
Like he smelled something bad. Or
what
something.
happened?
It might have been on his end.
Well, I'm sure it is, because the rest of us are on here. So
Yep.
anyway,
Well,
you know what I forgot to do, and we'll wait on Bill. But Art, how is your day today? How's your day been, and how was your weekend?
Weekend good. Started kind of rough, fainting after I donated blood and felt like crap. Got home after I stayed there for an hour and a half to make, when I felt like I could drive myself home, because my sister was in Golden. So I didn't want to bother her. So just waited until I could drive myself home, got home, went to bed, slept for 3 hours. And then I got up and did Bill's show, and Sunday just kind of relaxed.
That was a long show. We did like 4 hours plus.
Oh wow! I think I did 2.5. That was just like, and I was starting to get really hungry.
Yeah, we were on for right at a little. It was over 4 hours, wasn't it, Dominic?
Right, Matt.
No, on Uncle Bill's.
Yeah. It was probably
Yeah.
probably half an hour short of what I did on Matt. with
Oh,
Matt.
okay.
I think it was 4 hours 15.
Oh, wow.
So now Matt's was 4.
Well, I jumped on it. For anybody who didn't see Matt's show or is not aware of it, Jim Boyd was on there. That was really a surprise. That was good to see him.
Yeah, I gotta go check that out. Yeah,
It's good to see him. So,
Mhm.
I
So
I,
I
I
worked
dropped
with
in
it.
there for a little bit. I watched your show for a while, then dropped into his show. Probably about 10 minutes after it started, and then was on there I was on there about 30 minutes, 35, 40 minutes, and then I came back to and watched the end of your show.
Yeah, because I watched the end of Arts as well.
Yeah. So, Charles, how are you doing?
Okay.
Cool.
I'm doing okay.
409 and 23 was Uncle Bill's. Okay, 4 hours and
Ah,
I said about 4:15. Yeah.
yeah. Well, I tell you, it's a little muggy today. It's a little warm today here, so
Oh, good.
I'm.
Cool.
I just.
I wish.
You wish, yeah. But yeah, I don't know what happened to Uncle Bill.
yeah,
It's a heat wave here.
yeah.
Yeah, it's been a little.
You didn't talk about Dominic. You didn't ask him how he was doing.
Dominic, how are you doing, and what's going on in your part of the world? I was in there. I forgot.
Well, it's just scraping the 50s.
Oh,
It's rained for probably 3 or 4 days. And
Damn that.
yesterday we had the King's birthday public holiday.
Oh yeah.
Oh, is that
Yeah.
Martin Luther King?
Yeah.
Now,
Which is my birthday, by the way.
King
Bonnie
Charles.
Charlie. Yeah.
Yeah.
He used to be Bonnie Prince Charlie, but now he's Bonnie King Charlie.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Cool.
Anyways, yeah. Yeah, now was Bonnie Prince Charlie? He wasn't one of the kings, was he? He was from Scotland.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a Scottish king.
Oh.
So, any of the kings named Charlie have not done well in England. I'm surprised that King Charles chose that. Charles the First and Charles the Second were both beheaded, or at least one of them was beheaded. I don't know if the second one was beheaded or if he was just, forced out of office. I think he was beheaded too, and then same with Bonnie Prince Charlie. So, Scotland. So yeah, so Charles is not a good name to be a king in England, apparently.
Right. Mm-hmm.
At least it wasn't. Maybe he's broken that curse. But yeah. So yeah, I didn't do anything today. I did go, like I was saying earlier, I went out and I did buy a scroll saw today, so I can finish working on. I can start doing some more work on my pipe. The handsaw stuff wasn't cutting it. That is some hard ass wood.
Yeah.
So I got a scroll saw to go ahead and do that, and
Yeah.
3D printing. I'm 3D printing a version of this. This is one I did off of Maker, and it's actually of Judy. And it even got her broken nose. I mean, that's how accurate it was. She had a broken nose that she broke years before we got married, and I could always,
Seems that way, Steve.
So I added her from 1949 to 2024. I put it in gold lettering, and I made it larger, about 25% larger than this. And if this one turns out okay, I'll probably make one for each one of the boys. So
nice.
So,
Mm-hmm.
but anyways, yeah. So
that's right, Steve. Charles is a placeholder for his son. Yep.
Yeah, that's it.
Prince
William.
William.
Okay. Henry's the one that's over here.
No, Harry's the redheaded stepchild.
Yes.
Yes.
Literally.
Literally.
Yeah, we can really go down that rabbit hole.
Oh yeah.
And believe me, you can go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah. No, he truly is. Yeah, that's I'm trying to think, how many kings in the last, or royals in the last, I should say, how many kings or queens in the last 5 have been redheaded,
Mm.
Yeah. How many
Yeah.
how many gingers are in the royal family?
Yeah.
You know?
I've gone blank of the guy's name that's alleged to be his father.
Oh, it was Diana's security guard, but I can't remember his name.
Oh, what's his name?
Hey, David.
David, AZ Drone Dudes.
It's just gone out of my head.
We got
But
And
no,
Bill.
England still have a queen.
Yeah.
Elton John.
Elton
John,
John. That's right. Huh? Yeah, he's Rocket Man. Yeah.
I thought that was a guy in North Korea.
Oh well, he's Rocket Man.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's I just wish I wished Harry would actually just move to Canada.
Yeah. Yeah, he'd fit right in with those people. Hey, we got Steve Carpenter.
Hello, Steve, big brother. So yeah, so I didn't do anything to speak of this weekend. Yesterday, I was just dead tired. I guess I was wore out from Saturday night because I was.
James Hewitt.
James Hewitt. Okay, there you go.
I had to look it up.
Yeah.
James Hewitt. You can't tell me.
Oh yeah.
You can't tell me that
is not Harry's dad. Yeah.
Yes. Look at them.
Yeah. Because just looking at him, if you get a picture of him, you can put up, share it with us. So.
No, it'd be too. I'll try.
Let me see if I can find it. Oh, that sounds like somebody just joined us. What happened?
I lost my internet.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That happened about 20 minutes before I came in here for about 5 minutes, and then it came back on. So I didn't think anything of it. Stuff happens.
Yeah.
So I was about to use my hotspot, and it came back on again.
Okay. I'm sharing it.
You're sharing it. Okay.
Can you see that?
Yes.
Yeah.
You tell me.
That's the person who is alleged to be Harry's father.
You tell me.
Yeah, I think that.
Yeah, he does look a lot.
Yeah.
Do I have a case to answer for?
Yeah. No, exactly. It's pretty well.
Hey,
pretty well portrayed. I'd seen that picture. I'd seen a picture of him. So, anyways, and we got Jim's on here.
We got Bill Coast Drones in the chat.
Oh, hey, Bill. I didn't see you pop in. So,
yeah, he popped in before I popped out.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. Hi, Bill.
And Art, you're always pointing out who's always popping in, but you didn't tell me about that one. You're like a day late and $1 short.
Well, I did, but you were talking.
Oh, did I run in my mouth? Okay.
Yep.
Oh, what a crime! You have a stream and you're talking.
Yeah, you don't want to hog it.
It's a show, Bill. This is a show.
No, this is a stream.
It's always good to have a good
stream. Hours-long stream of bullshit and nothing.
So.
So
what I missed while I was gone?
Not much. I asked everybody how their day was going. How was yours, Bill?
I was at work all day. I mean, this is okay. Not a bad day. Everything I fixing stuff. Back to fixing stuff again. Aside from that, all good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Somebody thought it was a cute idea to turn off all the supply valves to the toilets in the ladies' room.
No shit.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, why would you do that? But they turned off all the water supply, the stalls and the handicap stall, and they turned them all off. And they actually broke the handle on the one in the handicap stall, so you couldn't. So, it was, hey, TJ. It was a big, big genius like me. Well, let's take a wrench and turn it on, and I did. And I actually bought a new handle. But stuff like that. We're always constantly fixing things that idiots break. And I was a little irritated though. The toilet was full of, you know what? Thinking, we got water, right? You just put it in there and flush it. You leave it for me to walk in on. Is it? Like sitting on it, trying to reach. Whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, people just don't.
I know. People are just.
Yeah. What else did I fix? I fixed something. 2 things I fixed today. I'm always fixing. I like fixing stuff.
Yeah. The jukebox. You just fix the jukebox. The ATM. I
fixed the music the other day. Actually. The ATM is fine. Nope, didn't do anything with the ATM.
Credit card reader.
I talk about all these things, huh? No, I didn't have to replace a credit card reader today.
Okay.
No, not today.
Yeah.
There was something else though.
Mm-hmm. One of the TVs.
Ice maker.
Ice maker.
Okay.
Ice maker.
Yeah, it wasn't making ice. And then the guy happened to be there because we have a contract with them to actually clean out our ice makers. And of course, they take care of the AC and all that other stuff. But while he was there, they had him look at it because it wasn't making it very quickly. And then he said the sensor was no good. That senses how much water's in the pan. See, there's a pan, there's a pump. It brings it up, it trickles it down the grid, right? For, the ice tray, giant ice tray grid. Anyway, it's like, well, that doesn't make sense because it's been making ice. But what happens is over time, there's 3 little sensors that get wet because the water raises up to it. And then it says, whoop, okay, that's enough water, and it shuts the valve off. Right. It doesn't overflow. But it was full of water, so I don't know. I mean, I guess the sensor wasn't telling the machine, okay, it's full, start making water. Start making ice, because it wasn't pumping. But after he left, I took a little scrubby, clean those contacts nice, and I got it to start making ice again.
Oh, so, good.
They're gonna replace it tomorrow, but I don't care. Let them spend their money.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, it was a little. It sounds like a nothing to most people, but we have 2 big ice makers, and the one in the kitchen. Today was the day they came in. We burned all the ice because it was the day to clean it, so that was empty. And now this one wasn't making ice, and it was already half empty from the bartender filling up. Right on the bowl side because we had to use it because we were cleaning the other one. So that would mean there was no ice for sticks tonight. So which is a serious thing when it's a place that sells a lot of booze.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what you do. As the boss.
Yeah.
Yeah. Went to the bank. That's it. Just a regular day.
Yeah.
Cool. Yep. Got out on time though.
Yeah, I noticed you were here on time this time. So.
Yeah, I was going to make believe I was working late and take a nap, but I came in anyway.
Well, I appreciate that. I really do.
I don't know why, but yeah, here I am. That's as long as my internet holds up. And it might be. There's some branches hitting in the far corner, and I kept promising they're going to come before hurricane season and cut that down, and they haven't. And this tree is just crazy branches, crazy thousands of little branches. I went up there with a ladder one day, started cutting some of them down, but that's what they're paid for, right? And I'm afraid I'm going to cut something heavy. It's going to come down on a wire and knock it off completely. So let them worry about it.
Well, they were supposed to come through and start cleaning all of the trees out up and down all the alleys where all the power lines run.
Right.
And they showed up and parked out there and didn't do anything. And then turned around and they left their vehicle all day and they went somewhere else and then came back picked their vehicle up, left, and never came back. 2 days later, we had a big storm come through and knocked the power lines out. And we was without power for about 24 hours. So
that's great. You know what the problem is? See, they usually park the truck there, and then the illegal immigrants get off the back of the truck and they start cutting the branches down. They don't have them anymore. So they forgot. You know, they went to have their beer at the local pub.
Yeah.
The illegal immigrants did all they did.
And the little immigrants didn't jump off the back of the truck and get up there and cut anything down. They didn't even notice.
Or they were wiping asses. They were wiping asses, Bill.
You know, you got to give context. Not everybody heard that. I'm going to think you came up with that idea. I did. Let alone the fact that female Democratic politicians said, "Who's going to wipe our asses?" But she was being. I'm sure she was going to say that she didn't really mean they're actually wiping our asses, but they're doing the kinds of jobs that we don't want to do, you know. But she, instead of saying it, they're like a polite, normal human being. They're all trying to sound like regular folk.
Yeah, they're all
by saying, "Yeah, who's going to be around to wipe our asses?" Yeah, because that's how we talk, apparently.
All right, yeah.
Denigrate an entire race of people as being, you know, very important ass wipers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're the racists.
Oh, Hot Rod in Daytona. Welcome, Rod.
Yeah, that'd be Rod. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hello, Rod.
I think I said hi to Steve Jeunesse earlier, but if I didn't, hello,
Steve Jeunesse, the other Steve.
What?
Oh, Cool Cat too. Yeah. Hi, Cool Cat.
Mr. Kitty.
Mr. Kitty.
Yeah. I stopped off today. I wanted a salad, so I stopped off over at the Pizza Inn at the salad bar there. I just ate too damn much. I'm so full now. And I didn't go in and take a nap. I actually got up at a regular hour today and got out and did some stuff. Like I said, I bought a new scroll saw, so I got to clean off a spot somewhere or go buy it. I think I mentioned already I was going to go out and out my shop, and I got a folding table out there that works for. It's one of them Workmates, you know, that Black and Decker used to put out.
Mm-hmm.
What can you attach to it?
Well, you can't attach a saw. It's only, a regular skill.
And your audio just left you again.
Well,
wait, say something.
Hello.
No, you're good. I don't know. It was weird. Sounded like maybe you weren't talking. Maybe you're just Parkinson's was kicking in.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Because I had one of those folding things that you can attach a circular saw to the bottom of, and you got it
right.
Take it into a.
And he froze.
And he froze again.
Kind of looks like Nancy Pelosi.
Those were the thing at the time. You know, he was talking about he had one, and he can't find them now. They don't make them anymore. So, but damn, he's having. Usually, it's me that's having internet problems. My problems tonight. So, so
yeah.
Anyways, yeah, I gotta. I did. Oh, I also got a drill press set up for. It's called a workstation. It's for my Dremel. I can set my Dremel in there and use it as a drill press. So.
Yeah, I got one of those. I've never used it. I was gonna make some circuit boards. I was going to etch them and then drill out the holes for the, to put the, like resistors and capacitors and all that stuff and solder them in there. So that's what I bought that for. So, and that was fun.
Hang on a second.
So it looks like they've been doing some more work on the apartment down the hall, the one that I hope to move into someday. Yeah.
Okay. Well, hopefully you'll be able to.
Yeah. So yeah, they had the main window open, the living room window open, but the screen was up. Ah,
This
cool.
is what this Rod just sent me. This he said this is what happened to his rocket drone
Oh,
he flew.
Shit.
Yeah.
ouch.
So let's see if I can get back to what he says.
Yep.
I read what he said here.
Show us that
He says this is what happened.
Jeepney RC, Lloyd.
Do what?
The Jeepney RC I sent
Oh
you.
yeah, I will. Let's see. Capacitor broke and surge fired. Tried the ESC. So yeah. Okay.
Oh, ouch.
He flew that out there to South Florida drone meeting. Yeah, let me get one of those. Oh, this one's actually cool. Let's see.
Yeah, Steve. Tell everybody to smash that like button. I think I did, but yes, I did. I will refresh it and see how many we
Okay,
got.
get back to my studio. And
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, I was there's a YouTube channel called oh yeah, there you go.
that's not the one I want. I want to hang on a sec.
Oh, and they had the obituaries of, celebrities, 1980, and one of them was Colonel Sanders died that year. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And who's the actor that did? Oh, cool. Yeah, look at the cool lights on it.
Yeah.
The actor that was in Cool Hand Luke, where he said, "What we have here is failure to communicate." Was that Struthers or?
I don't remember who did that.
Yeah, famous character actor from the 50s and 60s.
Okay. Anyways, that was a jeepney
Yeah.
and an RC. Jeepney.
Yeah.
Very cool. So there's a couple of them he sent me. That was the first one I grabbed. So
Yeah.
but
Well, there was one where they're actually building.
oh yeah, there is one they're building, but I thought that one was the best because it showed it.
Yeah, it showed the lights. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I went on Amazon and eBay, could not find them. So evidently that's
no. You have to. Well, you have to buy the RC car, and you have to extend the chassis, and then you have to. They build the you extend the frame the frame,
right.
and then they probably 3D print
The body.
the body. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you gotta, put the lights in. That'd be something that's up Mel's corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on a second. I'll get him in a minute. Damn it. Does this guy never look at the cat?
Mm-hmm.
There we go. All right. Now let me get Bill on here. Sorry, Bill.
Hey.
Hey,
Try again.
hey, welcome back.
Yeah, I'm using my
hotspot?
hotspot. Yeah,
Okay.
Your hot pocket.
from my phone and the other side of the room. This PC has
Again.
Wi-Fi.
sorry. Yeah, this PC has a built-in Wi-Fi that I never ever use, but so I had to re-enable it and blah blah blah. But anyway, hello. Actually, I even turned it off. I actually had the hardware disabled, not through Windows. I mean, through well, it is through Windows, but through Device Manager. So
Through
the operating system didn't. It's like I didn't even have it. You know what I mean? But anyway, here I am. How's it working?
It's working good. It's
Working good.
Sounding good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever hotspotted this PC.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't know the password, which is an indication that I've never Never done it with the PC. This is the same thing I do when I'm streaming at the in Florida, at the meetup.
Florida. Yeah.
Same thing. But anyway, all right. Actually, I'm kind of excited. I upgraded my plan. Starts tomorrow. I should say excited, but it's pretty close to the same price, like within $16. And I'm gonna. I didn't get anything really with the old plan, besides
right.
Whatever 3 gigs of hotspot. So I was paying $15 a month to have like a 20.
Oh, cool.
Well, now the new plan has 60 gigs of hotspot included, and Netflix Basic and Hulu Plus, or not Hulu.
And he froze again.
Wish it was Hulu. It's Disney Plus. So that's still so a whole bunch of new crap I can watch on TV. But anyway, that's because you know what's going on. T-Mobile has always had that you don't pay taxes. I mean, you really do. It's just included in the price.
Right.
Well, they want to get out of those contracts, because of increases in taxes and government, blah, blah, blah. So they're, they couldn't just kick me off it. So I was on it forever. But the new plan is like $1 more, but I'm going to have to pay taxes on top of that. It's probably going to be about $16 more.
$16 more. Yeah. Still cool.
Yeah, but it's still a better plan,
Yeah.
I take advantage of the magenta. It's called magenta. Because I'm over. Yeah, it's for over 55. You get an extra discount.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So
yeah, I don't
and
even like
the hotspot apparently works.
Well, good.
Cool.
Good. So yeah, use up the rest of your 20 gigs that you had, and then tomorrow you get the whole new plan, right? So
well, yeah, may as well, because then it starts over. I guess I'm on Wi-Fi now. It looks like the other internet's back.
well, you froze up for just a second, and then
They might have switched over back to the cable.
Yeah, I probably switched over when it came back on.
Because it's showing the PC symbol instead of the wireless symbol.
Okay.
Cool.
But it's still connected. All right, that's fine. That's kind of cool. And if this goes out again, I'll just go, and then I'll be on the other one.
Yeah. Yeah. As a matter of fact, when you first came back, your voice was out of sync. We could hear you talking and see your mouth moving.
Yeah.
But
it's almost like a Japanese movie.
That sounds sexy. What's that, Artie?
It was like an old Japanese movie. Like the Godzilla movies.
Yeah, because I look pretty Japanese.
I'm just going to throw in a happy birthday to TJ.
Yeah, that's
happy birthday to TJ.
Happy birthday, TJ.
Yeah, today it's in my.
Oh yeah,
in
you're
my
in that
time
too,
zone.
Woods.
Happy birthday in Australia, TJ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make a shout out. My grandson here in town turned 25 today. So
No.
Nice.
Wow, he's almost a man.
he's almost, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he figures he has another year and then he's off mom and dad's insurance, so he better start. So he did finally.
Mm-hmm.
I bought Starlink Mini on sale at what's he got here? Bought the Starlink Mini on sale at Best Buy, part of my hurricane kit.
Oh.
Have internet when the power goes out. That's a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah, they've been selling that on Facebook lately.
Have they? Yeah.
Starlink Mini? Was that cost less or something? What is that? Or do you have to have Starlink to get the Mini?
I don't know. You'd have to go check it out. But it seemed like it says it's one. You buy it once and it's yours. You don't have to pay a subscription and all that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I think. What is the Mini? I think that's a device, isn't it?
Yeah.
I would assume. So.
Yeah. Well, why would you? Of course, you're buying the device. But what are you saying? You don't ever have to pay for the service?
Check it out.
So.
Find out. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have no clue. I don't even know if Starlink's available here. Well, I'm sure it is, but yeah, yesterday all I wanted to do was sleep. I don't know. I guess I was wore out from Saturday night.
I see.
Actually,
Best Buy's got Starlink Mini 8 kit AC dual band Wi-Fi. It's $499. And I guess that's their regular price. But what does it do? I mean, this is going to pick up the satellite?
Yeah, it's like a dish. It picks up the Starlink.
Yeah, but it looks like a tablet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
if you've seen the one that James has over there in the Philippines, he's got it, and you just point it at the satellite, and boom, you got internet.
Okay. Yeah. Do you have to move it when the satellite moves?
He said-
for you.
It's portable, 100 megabit download. Okay. Hot Rod's up on all this
50
stuff.
gigabytes a month. Can turn on and off when you want. So
Ah,
I guess, in hurricane season, tornado season, flood season, I can see where that might be useful to have.
right.
Yeah. You still have to pay for the service. Service isn't free.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Service isn't that cheap either, from what I understand.
About a hundred.
Okay.
Cool.
You guys can talk. I'm reading.
Oh yeah. Well, we was waiting for you to give us all the good information. So.
I'm not finding anything all that good. I mean, it's just a device that's portable. That's all.
Right.
You have a case. You have a case that comes. It looks like a drone case, and you take it with you, and you just point it. But I would imagine parts of the day you need to rotate the thing, right? Don't you, or to catch the satellites?
I bet it depends. That's why he's.
Depends.
Yeah.
Don't talk about that. No, I guess not. I guess once you know the right direction, like if you were moving around.
Yeah. Well,
like Mark wants to put it on his mobile, on his, what do you call it, on his motorhome that he never gets in. So I mean, if that motorhome ever gets out of his yard, then I guess you'd have to adjust.
Yeah. Well, and I think the difference between Starlink and say the direct TV thing that, they have more than one satellite, that's the whole purposes. So it can kind of jump from satellite to satellite. So.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well,
Yeah, I sent you a link, Bill.
so can you have this in addition to your Starlink system so that you can take it with you, or what I'm saying, or how many devices are you allowed to have when you have a Starlink subscription? You know what I mean? Like you keep your Starlink at your house, but then take this thing with you somewhere to the beach or whatever,
right?
And or to the drone meetup,
right?
And do you still have internet back at the house, or you know what I mean? I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Who's got Starlink? Tell me the rules.
Yeah. What are the rules?
Designed for backpackers and campers. Hot Rod says.
Okay.
How many Starlink? Let's see, where's
See,
it has a small aerial and is
on his motorhome.
okay. Put on the motorhome. Yeah.
Okay. With this one Starlink account, you can typically only have one active Starlink kit, according to Starlink. So is there a discount for having a second one? You know what I mean? I don't know. Enterprise accounts with global priority, these accounts may be able to have up to 2 Starlink kits per service line. I mean, they give it a pretty strong name, Enterprise with global priority. You can have 2. Family discount accounts. Family discount accounts allow the multiple Starlink kits within a single account, with each kit having its own individual subscription. But I guess there's discounts.
Right.
Hmm.
You would think. You would hope.
I guess. Each account is limited to 2 total subscriptions. Oh, so it's 2. Small family. All right. Residential starts at $80 a month. Roam starts at $50 a month. Okay, so if you had an $80 a month one for your house, you could have a $50 a month one to take with you. I guess that's what that is.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it'd be $130 plus whatever. I don't know if there's taxes or whatever.
Is it Rome like the city and the city in Italy, or is it
Rome. Rome means you're moving
like
around.
wandering around lost like I am most of the time?
Yeah, and Rome is 50. Rome is 50 gigs, 10 less gigs that I get from my cell network with hotspot. Yeah, $50 is 50 gigs. Unlimited is $165 a month.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I thought he
Let
was
me
doing
see.
that so we could all have free high-speed internet. What happened to that?
Yeah.
Starlink for homes. For the homes, it starts $80. Best for low usage and smaller households. Residential light. Unlimited deprioritized data. So you're like, if we have any left over, you know what I mean? You're like the dog at the edge of the table.
Yep.
Oh, more internet, please. May I have more, please? And then for unlimited data, best for households, it's $120 a month. So if you wanted unlimited guaranteed for both for that and a mobile unit, is $120 and $165, $285 a month.
Yeah.
So I mean that's like Art Carlson money.
Yeah.
Or Articus G money. Yeah. You would do that, right, Artie?
Oh yeah.
$5 a month. Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably stealing it. He's stealing internet from the neighbor now.
We got Alexis in the chat.
Oh, you like
Hello, Alexis.
Hello, Alexis.
No, $332 a month from Comcast is not just for internet. Sunstar. I have internet with Comcast. It costs me $59 a month. What are you talking about, woman? I'll show you the bill.
And what do you get with $59 a month?
Well, let's see, because I think I'm connected to it now. It's supposed to be 60 gig down, unlimited.
Okay.
60 is plenty fast. What the hell do you need? And it's the same to get higher up. It's like 20 up, and that's the same until you get into the ridiculously expensive anyway. I mean, if you got the I think the terabyte up. I have to take a look at it. Like I think 600 up. You're still only getting. I mean, down. You're still only getting 20 up. Like you have to jump into terabyte and a half or some shit.
Yeah, that's what I've got right now.
Terabyte.
No, I've got the 600.
600. Why do you need 600? You got what? You got like 10 people there watching television, or what's going on that you don't know about?
No,
I'm just saying. 60 is more than enough.
Okay.
Don't take this. It wouldn't matter if I had terabyte or 60. What happened to me tonight is going to happen either way because they all lost theirs too. But anyway, I'm just saying 60 gigs is even if you've got a couple of people in the house watching HD television, that's each one of those TVs. Last I checked was like 4 to 6 gig, maybe for like, and that's not even for standard HD. That's for like 4K HD. I think up to 8 maybe for 4K. Standard HD is less than that. You know what I mean? It's me and my wife. She watches YouTube on the TV all day, so it's not taking shit. And I'm here. So anyway, but even if we had those TVs going, it'd be more than enough. This doesn't take very much. You know, this streaming gig, because we're using a service that is actually the hub. I'm only receiving from you guys, for example, in
Right.
here. The only thing that's transmitting out of here is my signal at
Yeah,
720p, which is garbage, which is nothing.
Yeah.
So if I was hosting it, it'd be different because I'd actually have to download it and upload everybody's stream. But even then, it's not going to get anywhere near 20 gigs at the quality, especially at the quality we're doing. I have done it at higher resolutions, playing around with OBGYN, whatever the hell it's called, OBS, and it worked fine, you know. And then I had somebody, played around with somebody, I had somebody come in, and it was fine, even at these speeds, you know. I mean, I guess, and I used to want the fastest internet because I used to work online, you know, actually work online, creating websites, creating shopping cart sites and like that. When I was working on that NASCAR site, I was doing a lot of downloading and a lot of uploading. And we actually had photographers that went to every race, and I had all those. We had this huge library. I wonder what happened to that, because I used to manage the servers too. But I got by with 3 gigs back then. That was back then.
Yeah.
You know, and that was the best Comcast had at the time, was 3 gigs. And we were happy to get it. Oh, it's up to 3.
Yeah, I'm just doing
We weren't streaming TV though.
10 gigs, I think. I think I'm just doing 10 gigs.
No, I doubt it. What do you have? Who's your service?
It's through Dobson.
I mean, 10 it would work, but I don't know that anybody's that low right now, because it's because of competition. You know what I mean? Not that you need more, you know. It's just competition. What was that?
I was only getting 1 gigabyte.
Through DSL?
No, that was through cable.
Fiber?
Really?
I thought you got fiber.
I have fiber now, and I'm getting 10 gigs down, and
With fiber?
Yeah.
You should be killing it. Are you sure?
yeah.
Okay.
Not,
What's it, like $7 a month?
I wish.
Yeah.
10 gigs is $100 a month.
Are you talking about up or down?
That's down, 10 down.
Really? Wow.
And I'm getting 5 up. I'm supposed to be getting the same up and down, but doesn't happen.
The same up and down. So, let me see. Network settings. Let's.
Yeah.
I want to disable this. Damn it. This is. What the hell? I should be able to click on here. It would pop up. Oh, here we go.
Boy, don't forget what's at the top of the hour.
Yes, at the top of the hour is
Nearly
nation, and we're getting close to that now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see what I'm actually getting. Now, this is while I'm streaming and my wife's watching TV. Well,
Right,
YouTube. Ookla, right? Yeah, that's the company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. Here's a trick too. Let all their stupid ads pull in first before you hit go.
Yeah.
Finding optimal server. Boy, that took a while. Frontier in Miami. Different company even. Oh, no shit. You know what I'm getting down?
What?
Right now it's showing 175.
Gigabytes.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, they keep increasing it.
Yeah. No, we're no.
I mean, I think they only guarantee 60, but it depends how congested it gets. And my up is 41. Wow.
41 gigabytes up.
Up, yeah. 58, 59 bucks a month. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Used to be
100, and I'm supposed to get 10 down, 10 up, but I'm getting about 10. I'm getting about 8 down and 1 up.
Oh. Wow.
And that's considered fast for this area.
No, I have no channels. I have no television with that. It's just
Yeah, well, this is strictly on my fire. This is strictly my internet. I have
Right.
that other stuff.
Brenda's got that badass bill, but she's probably got some supreme package and can
right.
probably see in your backyard or something.
Yeah.
Oh, with television like that, I just stream, But that's pretty good, man. It's now I didn't know it gotten that high. I'm going to try it again. Go, and this is while we're doing this at the same time.
Right.
That's pretty impressive. I told you it's not that much. You'd be surprised. Yeah, 174, 175. Yeah, it's doing the same thing. Well, from here to Miami, anyway. It's hitting Frontier in Miami, Florida. Frontier is an internet company. I've heard of them, cable internet company. They have Frontier up in Orlando too, by where my dad is. So it's not even a Xfinity server. You know what I mean? They can kind of. You think they'd find an Xfinity server closer to really make their numbers look good, But guess not. Yeah, same thing. 176 and a quarter down and 41 and a quarter up.
I'm getting 856 down, and that's megabyte, megs. And I'm getting 1 gig up. Actually, 1.2 gigs up. Yeah.
You're getting less than a gig down?
Yeah. Now, mind you, this is going through my Wi-Fi too. It's not hardwired to this computer. So
yeah, your local Wi-Fi should actually be faster than your internet. To be honest with you, local Wi-Fi is.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. It depends on your setup, I guess. Like I have gigabit service here, so I don't know.
Right. Well, that's what I've got inside here, but once
10 gigabit, I don't know.
But
Whatever.
this splitting it up between, so my Wi-Fi is just 1 gig, and I'm getting 1.2 gigs up and 800 down.
Oh, you had it backwards. Oh, no, I mean that's weird. Up faster than down.
Yeah, and the other thing is, I tried doing a direct connection, but my laptop here only does 2K. It won't do the full 5.
2.4. Yeah. But what are you using for your Wi-Fi? I mean, whatever they gave you, your modem, I guess.
Well, no, I've got a separate modem. It's up over by the wall, and then I've got the EERO. It's got the biggest one they make. I forgot what it is. It does like 15 gigs is what it's supposed to do, but
router. You have a router, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, I have a router. Yeah, I have a Wi-Fi, a mesh.
You're connected to the router, so that.
Well, even connected to the router, I was getting faster speeds through Wi-Fi than I was connected through the
Ethernet.
Yeah, through the Ethernet cable. Yeah.
Well, you got me curious now. Let's see if I'm now. And on top of it, let me see Wi-Fi. Come on. There you go.
We just started getting some. Yeah, guys, it's 8:00. So if you guys want to, I want to hang out here for a little bit. But if you're going to take off, Dominic, that's fine. I'll hang out for a little longer. And
I got time. I'm off tomorrow. I could bore people until they're just ready for bed.
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
we'll stay on a few more minutes, and then I'll end the stream, and then we can sit here and bullshit anyway. So.
All right.
Okay. Well, I'm doing a test here. Let me see.
All right.
Let's see if I can disable the cable. Disable the cable.
You know who handles internet speeds in Oklahoma right now?
It's like I enabled the Wi-Fi, right, to the router. As a matter of fact, God damn it, this should be like really easy. All right, data usage and Ethernet too. Fucking disable. Where the fuck are you? Nowhere. Yeah, good news. You're connected. Yeah, I know. Whack job. All right. Ethernet. I click there.
Thank you.
Well, I'm going to do it the hacker way. I'm not hacker, but old school way. I'm going to use Device Manager and turn off my fucking NIC card. That's all.
Yeah, our average in Oklahoma, it says right now the average download speed is 221 megabytes and the average upload speed is 97. So right now, Blue Peak and Dobson are the two fastest. Your average upload speed is 233.76 megabytes. So
Wow.
yeah, I'm on the fastest right now, Dobson or Blue Peak, either one, and there's not much. There's about 6 megabytes difference.
I got 707 down and 177.8 up. Yep. Cool.
That's just spectacular.
Yeah.
Oh, finally. Jesus, what a retard. I'm getting old. I can't find stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, disabling this device will cause it to stop functioning. Boy, you know, it's a good thing they told me that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Looking to see what Muskoge's average is.
Okay, that took me forever to disconnect my network card. I was just calling myself a douche. I don't know if you heard that or not. But
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
this is now I'm Wi-Fi'd not to my phone, but to the same internet service, you know, to my router.
Right.
Even sitting right there, and I never connect to it Wi-Fi. I'm wired to it. So let's see what I do with Ookla now. It was 176.26 over. This is a nice test, you know, over 41.26. Now we're going to try Wi-Fi, see if it affects the speeds. And it doesn't look like it. Megabits, 856 megabits. Is that what you said you have?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, fuck, dude, you're 8/10 of where you're supposed to be. You're supposed to have. You're supposed. Yeah, you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be 10. So you're. Yeah, I think they're talking about 1,000, like a terabyte. Must be.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm at 176 download and 36 up. Yeah, so I get what you're trying to say. What but you're getting 8 when you test it, you're reading 8 something?
Yeah, I'm getting
Then why does your internet suck sometimes? I don't understand. What was your upload speed?
1.1 gig up.
Gig.
Yeah.
Well,
800 megabytes down.
$100 for that. That's a great deal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You could run video servers with that kind of speed.
Oh, yeah.
Set up like your own. I created one of those
Yeah.
at least once or twice, where people could actually, it was like YouTube. People could log in and upload their videos. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it was right at the beginning of YouTube. All kinds of people were trying to put up sites like that. You know?
Yeah, we used to run game servers here. Had a separate computer set up for it.
Sure.
You know, let's be
Well,
real.
you know, they take it. You'd be surprised too. They don't take a lot of bandwidth. They're not sending.
No.
It's all data. You know what I mean? It's all.
Yeah.
You're here. They're there. You know what I mean? But the actual horsepower, the work, the video, and all of it is being done on the individual person's computer based on. But you want it to be quick. You know, you don't want any lag in the system. You know. You get if you set up a nice big one, you get a couple hundred people logging into it, or sometimes a couple thousand. Right. You know, that takes some processing power. Who's going by? Jim? Bye, Jim.
Good night, Jim.
Yeah.
Why? Who else is on right now?
Drone Nation.
Drone
Drone
Nation.
Nation went on about 5 minutes ago.
Those guys. Dominic, they didn't invite you on. You're still here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My brain was. I'm sorry, Lloyd. My brain wasn't working right. I'm thinking you were you were getting like 1987, no, 1917 speeds or 7 speed, 2007. I don't know. I
Yeah.
can't keep track. I misunderstood. No, that's rocking.
Yeah. No, I'm getting them. And I'm guaranteed faster than that, but you know, it's
It's
is
fine.
what it is.
They always do. Well,
I-
Comcast is doing the opposite. They're promising less and they're giving you more, but they're not.
Yeah.
They don't want to commit to that because you know what they'll do. They just
Right.
they create new nodes, buy more backbone, and then they oversell the shit out of it. And then all of a sudden your service goes like that, and then they open up more, and then they attach.
It's weird because we had two fiber optic companies come in at the same time, and Dobson managed to get theirs connected quicker. They went out and started hustling the sales. But I was going to go with Blue Peak because they were the first one. From what I'm just looking at, they're actually the faster one. So by about 2%, by about 2%, maybe 1% faster. So
You know what else I like to do while we're doing? I'm sorry, I interrupted you, but is the ping. Now my ping is only 15, which is 15 1000, so whatever. It's 50, or 100 100s, whatever it is, and which is really really good. But they're connecting me to Miami. Now you can use this and you can change server. And what I like to do is pick them farther away. You know what I mean? Just to see, because that's great, and that is the internet probable. Because your computer, what it does, it goes out there and it looks around for the fastest path. Like you view this website, you might be going up to the northern part of the United States tonight, but tomorrow it went that way. You know what I mean? That's what they do. They just shift you whatever's got the lowest delay, lowest ping. So I like to just screw around with it. Like I'll pick something in California, and see how it's doing, because internet performance isn't the same depending on where you're connecting to.
I just went down by the Texas border, and I only lost about 300 up, and I actually broke the same, or 300 down, and still 1.2, 1.3 going up.
You could type in anything. I don't know why, but I just typed in Irvine, California. Is Irvine on fire right now?
I don't know.
You know what? Let's do Los Angeles. I wonder how many how many internet companies have rocks thrown through their windows. Let me see, Angeles. Oh, got to be able to spell though.
I'm getting better at Dallas.
LAS. What's that?
I went to Dallas on mine, and I'm still getting maybe 200. But holy shit, I'm uploading fast though. I'm uploading at 1.2.
Wow, look at all these companies in Los Angeles. Shit.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to go with the first one's GeoLinks. Let's see how we do. Just curious. Then they check the ping, you know what I mean?
Isn't that like that old websites that people used to be able to build? That was GeoCities. Yeah.
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 Remember that? That's cool.
Yeah, I had 3 or 4 of those.
Well, heck, MySpace.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't into MySpace. My granddaughter was, and she started downloading crap, and it's like I went in there and I hacked her site. She didn't think I could do it. I hacked into her site, changed her password, and shut her down. And then I had to run a hell of a scrubber on my system to get it cleaned out with all the, because they put up all that fancy bling and all that stuff was just laden with bots in it.
Well, you could tell this had to jump over several more servers, by the way. The download is the same, because it checks that for a while. So it accumulates up, and upload is a little slower. It went to 36 from 41, and the ping is 76, which is still, it's okay. It's okay. You could game on that. You can game with a 76 ping, actually. 15 is rocking. It's like you're like wired to the server.
Yeah, look what.
But 76 is more than acceptable. You like it around 50, but 76 is definitely good. I used to, most of the time I was up at 125 or 100. You just adjust. You realize you're a little behind.
Yeah.
There's ways to tweak your software so that it takes that into account.
Right.
Somehow.
Right.
Cool.
But above a certain number, you're just a statue. Like, hey, stop shooting at me.
Yeah. So, all right, I'm going to shut this down, and you guys can hang loose, and we'll
Yeah,
get
well,
back
I
to-
gotta get going.
All right,
So-
Art. Thanks,
Take care.
everybody.
Thank God.
Tonight. Thank you, Art, for being here. Dominic, Charles, and Bill. And I will get you guys back on as soon as I end the stream. You guys see you next week. Don't forget Drone Nation. We got Art's show on Thursday night, on Friday night,
Friday.
and Bill's on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Art, you're
I
not
got one this Wednesday as well.
Oh, you and on Wednesday? Okay.
Yep.
If you aren't tired of seeing Art, he's got a day for whatever day you want to be here. So, anyways, guys.
He's got a show for whatever ails you.
Yep. All right. Y'all have a good one. And we are out of here.
Good night, folks.